for Jeunesse, Sean Patrick.
All right, Jeunesse family, what's going on? I see you super fans out there. I see you coming to us all around the world. What's going on? Boy, it's good to see you. I got chills going down my arms. I'm so excited to be here with you guys. Well, good morning. If you don't know who I am yet, I don't know where you've been. I'm Sean Patrick. I'm going to be hanging out with you all day long. Welcome to Lead Jeunesse 2021, our global virtual event. Here we are at General Session 4. Now, I don't do this on my own. No, I do not. I've got, of course, my partner in crime, Mr. DJ Luke over here.
Sean Patrick, what's happening? I'm so glad to be here again for another day of fun.
Dude, I am so pumped. How was your day yesterday? You were in so many sessions. How was it?
It was nonstop. The amount of energy and facts that I absorbed in that one short day is mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing.
How'd you feel about Eric Wari?
I have never been sitting on the edge of my chair for a 3-hour session in my life, and that literally, I almost fell off the chair. That's how great it was.
That's incredible. Living on the edge of your seat with Eric. I love that. Hey, and if that's not one of his keynotes, that's a good title. We should let him know. We'll let him know. Super fans, if you're excited, let me see you put some hands up in the air. Super fans. Amazing. Well, we love that you're joining us here with us, keeping that energy going. Don't stop it. Every time you see someone coming out here, every time we do recognition, we'll keep that energy going. For those of you who I can't see, we're still excited that you're here, and we want you to be a part of the show. In fact, what was your favorite part so far? Was it a speaker? Was it a moment? Was it recognition? Let us know. Drop that in the chat because we want to see it. In fact, why don't you go ahead and do that right now? If something stood out to you yesterday, Friday, or any of our sessions, maybe even our master classes, you can put the person's name. You can put a quote. I'm going to check in with DJ Luke in just a second. We'll see what's up on there and see if we can read some of those responses. But we want to know what you're getting out of it. And if you don't have something specific, I see y'all opening your reserves. I see you up there. If you don't have something specific, you can drop a 10 in there as well. You can drop some love in the chat just to let us know that you're enjoying what's going on and you're loving it. DJ Luke, do you see anything popping up on your chat screen here?
The only thing that keeps on rolling and rolling and rolling, Eric Worry, Eric Worry, Eric Worry. It's just non-stop Eric.
I love that. Yeah, I knew we'd get a lot of Eric because that session was so impactful. I'm seeing, it looks like from here, the founders. Of course, we love seeing our founders come out here. Scott, CVO, sharing that vision, that insight. I see lots of Eric on there. Check this out. We've even got our social media wall. Don't forget to be posting that so we can see you here. That reminds me, how was your workout, DJ Luke?
The workout was unbelievable. Mark McDonald brings so much energy so early in the morning. I'm not a morning riser. I'm more of a night owl, but every morning, 8 a.m. It was 9 a.m. this morning. It was unbelievable.
I love that. Good for you, man. I caught the tail end of it because, little known fact, Mark McDonald comes to my hotel room every time I'm here at 5 a.m. for a personal workout. I keep telling him not to do it, but he won't stop showing up, and I'm grateful for it. Hey, so much happened yesterday, and we could talk about it. I love seeing what you guys got out of it, but why don't we check out a video recap to enjoy some of our highlights from day 2 at Lead Jeunesse.
Day 2 here at Orange County Convention Center, Lead 2021. The energy, the passion, the value that's being brought from the stage. I'm taking notes. We're bringing so much incredible information to all of you. It's your opportunity to sharpen your skills.
Jeunesse está haciendo lo que nadie más está haciendo. Acabamos de tener a Eric Worry dedicado para nosotros durante 3 horas donde pudo compartir información muy relevante e importante para la construcción de nuestro negocio y llevarlo al siguiente nivel.
Let's start being the leaders that we are. Let's start stepping into that role of leadership. Let's get to the top. Do it for yourself, do it for your family, do it because you deserve it. Why not you, and why not now? Let's lead.
Awesome. I love seeing those recaps. And I was checking out the chat as well and being reminded of what was going on there. What an awesome day. And I don't know who that host was. He's a handsome fella. I have to figure out who that guy is. Look, everybody, it's day 3, the third and final day. I can't believe we're on our final day here at our first ever Lead Jeunesse 2021 virtual global event. Yesterday, we saw it on the screen. I'm seeing it in the chat. So much good stuff. We learned about how to develop customer acquisition within your teams and how to maximize their potential using the rhythm of our outstanding global platforms. And we didn't stop there, of course. We saw it in the chat. The legend himself, Eric Worre, taught us the value of the system, that a constant, consistent, and careful approach to onboarding and ongoing training, well, that can lead to some real results. That's not where we ended. We, of course, had Star Session last night, where we took time to celebrate those who had mastered this art and have risen to the top of their game right here in Jeunesse. But we all know that Jeunesse has the best leadership in the industry, and that's due to their constant persistence and events just like this one right here. That's helping them get that success, and it's just the beginning. Now, here's what I want you to do today. Let me set the vision for you. Let's get our mindset ready. I want you to treat today as if this was your last chance to grab that success. There's nothing after this. Treat it like it is your last chance to grab the success. Don't waste a single minute of it. I want to see you taking notes. I want you to minimize distractions. Move that phone over to the side. Let this be a moment, a day of intentionality. Squeeze every last bit of value out of the content that all of these amazing speakers we've got lined up for you today have to offer. And I want you to envision yourself on screen here, on stage here with me, on stage side by side with so many of these incredible and powerful leaders that you've seen today for next Lead Jeunesse 2022. See it and be it. You've got this. So far, we've recognized names and faces that you know and love, your triple and double diamond directors. Today, we're going to continue to celebrate our top leadership. And to kick it off this morning, we'll be recognizing some of our esteemed Jeunesse Diamond directors. But it is such a testament to the massive impact and the reach that Jeunesse has all across the globe that we have not just a few, but so many diamond directors. In fact, we can't even fit them all into one session. So this morning, we're going to recognize the first half of our diamond director leadership. And to help us commend these individuals for their constant commitment, their motivation, their development of our entire Jeunesse family, I'd love to welcome back out to the stage the members of our corporate executive. Mark Patterson, Betty Perez, Rafael Avendano, joining us to recognize some of our incredible diamond directors. Welcome back to the stage. All right, Luke, it is that time. Let's get to some recognition. Let's see all these incredible people. Let's check out our Jeunesse Diamond Directors.
Diamond Directors from Australia, Judy Zhao and William Chow. Peter Gu. Diamond Director, Craig Schultz. Diamond Directors, Susan Lian and Jimmy Su. Diamond Director, Hong Wu. Diamond Directors, Wayne Fan and Kathy Zhu. Diamond Directors from Brazil, Fabio and Hulam Barcelos. Diamond Director, Rodrigo Birkenbrock. Diamond Director, Bruno Broncalion. Diamond Director, Fabiana Soana Carreno. Diamond Director, Diana Corto. Diamond Director, Leonardo and Sabrina Del Paso. Diamond Director, Francisco Sosa. Diamond Director, Rafael Perillo. Diamond Director, Kadu Pimentel. Diamond Directors from Bulgaria. Put your hands together for Diamond Director, Paul Ayan. Diamond Director, Oleg Permakov. Diamond Director from Canada, Mohammed Khalid Maruf Baran. Diamond Director, Susan Gong. Diamond Director, William Hu. Diamond Director, Wendy Lee. Diamond Director, Victoria Jiang and Victoria Ni. Diamond Director, Kathleen Radu. Diamond Director, Geraldine Del Pablo and Paul Romello. Diamond Director, Grace Wu. Diamond Director, Jani Zhou. Diamond Director from Chile, Sergio Carvalho. Diamond Director from Colombia, Juan David Meja and Luis Adriana Zay. Diamond Director from Egypt, Shahib Khalif. Diamond Director from Germany, Andres Kufner. Diamond Director from Germany, Taylor Schweigert. Diamond Directors from Greater China, Selena Cheng. Diamond Director Jasmine Cheng and Hami Cheng. Diamond Directors Eric Zian and Sunny Cheng. Diamond Director Heidi Cheng. Diamond Director Judy Cheng. Diamond Director Ava and Ivy Cao. Diamond Director Joey Luong. Diamond Director Angel Lee. Diamond Director Andy Chen and Kelly Len. Diamond Director Rich Lin. Diamond Director Mei Lin. Diamond Director Chia Chen Luo. Diamond Director Kit Luo. Diamond Director Mickey Luo. Diamond Director Cyrus Luo. Diamond Director Vicky Nagy. Diamond Director Patrick Tang. Diamond Director Jenny Wang. Diamond Director Denise Wong. Diamond Director Franco Wong. Diamond Director Vincent Wong. Diamond Director Sharon Yang. Diamond Director from Hungary, Susanna and Esteban Caras. Diamond Director Roland Kegi. Diamond Directors from Indonesia, Kurniwan Halim and Fertua Liao. Diamond Directors from Italy, Kedi Mosca. Diamond Director Elisabetta Evangelista. Diamond Director Maria Insera. Diamond Director Giovanni Sepe. Diamond Director Omar De Tomaso. Diamond Directors from Korea, Jinhai Kwak. Diamond Director Moon Teok and Cheong Hong Wook. Diamond Director Tai Kem Kim. Diamond Director Soo E Park. Diamond Director Kong Young Shim. Diamond Director Yu Kil Young. Diamond Director Jing Yong Yi.
All right, congratulations to all of our first half of Diamond Directors. And thank you so much, Raphael, Betty, and Mark, for joining us. As our executives head backstage, why don't you do me a favor, drop some love in the chat, put some 10s in there, and make sure you let them know, our Diamond Directors, just how excited you are for them. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you back here a little bit later. Thank you guys. All right, well, we've come to that part of our morning. It is time for our very first speaker of the day. This speaker has over 30 years of experience in network marketing. He has built successful field organizations from the ground up and has been a lifelong student of the industry. At Jeunesse, he leads the charge on developing the field, bringing his expertise in training, motivation, and sales strategy to projects that are designed to support your growth. Here to share his thoughts on leadership and leadership message for 2021, please welcome your Chief Development Officer, Dennis Windsor.
Oh, thank you, Sean. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Jeunesse. Ni hao. Ni hao to all the world, all of Asia. Daja hao. Konnichiwa. Annyeonghaseyo. This is how we say it in Jeunesse. We get to speak to a global family. Ciao. So good to see everybody. It's amazing for the last 2 days watching you through the screens and seeing your commitments and your energy. Thank you so much. I would like to say, just first of all, is a huge thank you for all of your leadership throughout the crazy past 12 months. See, I would like to tell you, for sure, this conference is all about elevating your leadership. But you have to realize that you, every single one of you in Singapore, Philippines, Canada, across the globe, I see every single one of you right here, right now, in your homes, you are leaders. You led yourself. You led your family. You led your friends. You led your teams through one of the craziest times of your entire life that you may ever see. And here you are, right? So give yourselves a hand right now on the screens. Please, give yourselves a hand for all the leadership you've already shown to get you to the point where you are today. I want to speak to you today about some basic fundamentals of what I would consider that has impacted my own life for decades and try to encourage me to continue down that path of leading and serving others. You see, this quote You've heard it over and over and over. Scott says it all the time. Eric Worre said it yesterday. I remember the first time I heard this quote is I attended a Zig Ziglar seminar in 1980, 40 years ago. And his quote simply is this, that he wrote 70 years ago. And it's about leadership. That's what the quote is about. It's about if you will help, which means lead other people to reach their dreams and reach their goals, you can have what you want as well. You see, that is what leadership's all about. It really is a definition, especially in this company at this moment. You see, the world is so connected. We're more connected than we've ever been in any time in mankind's history. We're more connected. And you think about this. Wendy, Randy, and Scott, when they ideated, when they innovated, and they architected what Jeunesse would be, they didn't think about a company that would be this really cool company in the United States that would help people here enhance their lives and they would build a successful business here in the U.S. No, that was not their idea at all. Their idea and passion and mission was to build a company that would attract people that no matter who they were, no matter the languages they spoke, no matter the colors of their skin, no matter if they were male or female, and no matter their age or experience, and no matter their faiths across the world, they would build a company that would attract people and bring them all together as one family. And then that family would lead the world in what this mission is about, which is bringing people together to serve other people. You know, that's really ultimately at the end of the day of what we do is help others. And I learned it so long ago. If you want to build a team, you can't do it by yourself. In Jeunesse, it starts with what? You have to have two people. So you have to help at least two people, right? And then if you serve those people and just continue to go down, that is what leadership is for sure. You see, you have to celebrate along the way elements of what you do as well as a leader. If you look back over the last 12 months, every single one of you was an owner of your life. Eric talked about it. We've all talked about it, about being the CEO of your life. Every single one of you, that's what you did during the last 12 months. You took ownership. You took ownership of your personal success, and you took ownership of your team success. You've already demonstrated a very important attribute of leadership. And for sure, a leader has to know where they're going. This is going to be an amazing year. Do you realize 2021 is going to be your best year of your life? It's your only year, right? You only get to say, I got 2021. So you have to make 2021 your best year. You have to see it up front. And what I love about this platform that Wendy, Randy, and Scott and this whole team across the world built, it's a platform that has forever unlimited potential. Do you realize right now, however you think, your potential for your success with Jeunesse in this platform is actually hundreds of times what you actually think right this moment. I love how Eric said, write down a number, then double it, then double it. It's even higher than that. If you think about it, there's 8 billion people on this planet. And Jeunesse serves all countries across the globe. Right there where you live, in your towns, in your neighborhoods, in your countries. I can tell you this right now. You can walk for 15 minutes in any direction, and you can find countless people that have never heard of Jeunesse. And I don't care if you live in Tokyo, where there's over 30 million people. It doesn't matter. You can be in another city, and you can drive for 15 minutes in circles, and you can find countless people right now, the month of January, that don't have a clue about Jeunesse. And do you realize, for 1 second, pause and reflect back on what your life was like before you heard about Jeunesse and before Jeunesse got into your life. Think about it. Were you as happy? Were you as positive? Were you as hopeful? Did you have the relationships that you have now? Did you have that hope for the future that you have now? You see, people across the globe, they need Jeunesse. And you have to believe this. We need you to find these customers. People need our products. We need you for sure to go find and build teams and to help these people across the globe. And for sure, we need to lead your teams to qualify for the great promotions that we have this year. You know, Wendy, Randy, and Scott, they ran so many promotions in 2020 to help you succeed, and they gave us the freedom to start with maybe one of our best promotions ever to start a new year with. It's a promotion from brand new, you just started, all the way to Ruby. We have this incredible promotion. Every single one of you should qualify and go for it. You got 60 days to qualify for one of these bonuses. There's really no reason why not every single one of you, there's a couple hundred people on our screens, that every single one of you can qualify for these bonuses. We want to see your names as a winner, okay? Who's going to win the bonus? Who's going to earn the bonus? By February 28th, who's going to do it? All out massive action, right? Starts right here. You got to believe it. You can make it happen. Another key thing for this year, I'm going to ask you straight up, is engagement. This is the beginning of the year. Everybody's got great energy. You're off to the start. The race has started. But we're going to ask you, maybe like you've never done before, is to engage like you've never done before. You engage by taking daily actions. Those actions throughout the whole year will compound, and they'll create those successes. Number two, for sure, is you want to attend every single event that you possibly can in 2021. For sure, we hope to go back and do live physical events. We can't wait to see you physically across the world. But until then, it's actually easier for you. And I'm just going to say it straight up. There are no excuses why anybody cannot attend an event with Jeunesse right now. There's no excuses. All you have to do is brush your teeth and turn on your computer. Maybe you don't even do that. You just turn on a computer and look. You can attend an event every single time. We have so many events across the globe that are digital events. And I guarantee it's one of my successes. I know key to my own personal success. I built large distributorships for about 20 years in the industry. And I learned it a long time ago, early on. You build from event to event to event. So leverage these events, engage in these events in 2021 like you've never done before. I've got two more things to share with you, and I love this word. I remember when Lucy West and we were brainstorming different topics for these year events, the topics. And one of those words was unstoppable. And I just love that word, unstoppable. And why I like that word, because I think it applies to me, and I think it applies to you. I see myself as just the same person as you. I was up on those screens. I attended my first meeting 40 years ago. I didn't know how to do anything. Someone helped me. They mentored me. I made my path, but someone led along the way. This is a trait that every single one of you can have. This is the kind of word that maybe you want to put across the top of your computer. You want to put it on the back of your phone. You want to put it on the bathroom mirror. To be unstoppable, not to let the naysayers. See, people constantly are always telling you what? You can't do this. You won't succeed. That's too big of a dream. In fact, the biggest challenge is fighting your own mind. Who can relate to that? That you wake up every day and your own mind, the subconscious, is telling you, oh my gosh, you have bad hair today. Oh my gosh, it's raining outside. You don't need to work. Oh my gosh, you cannot succeed. You don't feel good. Why go to the event? The brain is always telling you to slow down, to stop, right? You have to program that brain to fight it off. And this is one of those words that you can fight off everything else that's trying to stop you. You can be for sure. Make 2021 a year for you that you are definitely unstoppable. And I will close with this. I love this word. It's a very, very simple word. It's a simple word, go. Go means movement. The founder of the great hotel chain in the world, Hilton Hotels, he talked about simply move forward. Have movement in your life. And that means for you across the world, it means jayo, 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 right? It means go, go, go. And what that means is this year, may you go with passion like you've never gone before. May you go with commitment like you've never gone before. May you go with action like you've never gone before. May you go live your dreams for you and for your family like you've never done before. If you believe this, if this is what you want to do, I'm going to ask you to stand up right now. Stand up in your homes. Show some energy. You stand up for your life. You stand up for your family. You stand up to show this passion. You stand up to show that you're going to be dedicated and committed like you've never done before. This is going to be the year that you're going to take that movement and you're going to put it into action and you're going to go, 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 go to success. You're going to jayo, 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 andale, 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 ikimashu, ikimashu, bali, 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 bye, 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 die, 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 go, go, go. I love you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dennis, my man, incredible stuff. Amazing. It's so cool to see everybody standing up. And if you are feeling inspired, if you're feeling unstoppable, write that in the chat right now. Write it in English, write it in your language. I want to see that chat flooding with the word unstoppable. Get that in your mindset for 2021. Drop that in the chat. Now, we're here this weekend celebrating leadership. But we all know most leaders are the ones who do not rest. They do not stop when they've reached a certain level of achievement. No, they are constantly prospecting, constantly training, constantly improving who they are both personally and professionally. They stay in step one while always moving towards their goal. Here to share with us best practices in prospecting and inviting as a leader, please welcome Diamond Director from Brazil, Bruno Brancaleon.
Hey guys, how are you? It's an honor and pleasure to be with you guys. It's such a great time to be in this amazing, huge global event. It's really, I'm excited. I'm really emotional to be with you guys one more time. I just passed me a movie in my head. 1 year ago in Los Angeles, I was teaching a lecture about 90-day run, and all these things happened to us. Everybody was really punched about this pandemic, and I truly have my feelings for you and your family. If anyone from your family or friends have suffered about this thing that happened, but Jeunesse, it's a hope. Jeunesse is a light for you and your family to develop a new way of income to you, to your friends, and all your community. So, before I start my speech, first of all, I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Bruno Brancalhão. I'm from Brazil, and I have 35 years old. I'm married with Adriana. She's filming me right now on her stories and Instagram. I have 2 boys. I have João Pedro and Gabriel. And 5 years and a half ago, I found Jeunesse. I was find myself in a very difficult way. I was literally broke. I don't know if do you know someone who was truly broke. I was just got married, and I used to sell chicken with my wife, and I have a job working at 8 to 16. And when I find Jeunesse was a truly blessing for my life, because I could work from my home. I could use my part-time to develop this business, selling products, amazing, huge products, and develop a team. So even when I started, I'm going to tell you one thing that's very, very important for you that is finding us, that's following us here right now. Closing. Since I was beginning, I really was a good closer. And people used to tell me, hey, Bruno, you have the gift to close people. You are such an amazing closer guy. And hey, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Closing, it's not a gift. Closing is not an art. Closing is a science. When you learn about closing a prospect, you're gonna see that you're not closing just a sale. You are selling to him. You are giving to him a new way of life, a new way of not just about the opportunity, but with the products. Imagine how many people do you know that are using our products that truly take their lives to the next level. People that even so they couldn't jog because they knees hurt, and then they supplement with our products, with Reserve, with Nahara, and then they start to walk. How many people do you know that really looked to itself in the mirror, and suddenly he felt really sad about the image he's seen in the mirror, but he starts using Luminous. They start to use our youth enhancement system products, and then his life's changed. So if you learn about closing, it's not just about your money, it's not just about your pocket, it's not just about your business, it's about helping and changing people's lives around the world with our products, with our amazing opportunity to build a business without all the risks involved in a traditional business. Okay, so what is the type of science that is involved with closing? First of all, it's very important for you to learn the 6 steps of closing. Okay, I won't spend a lot of time on this because you can learn with all the trainings, you can learn with the GoPro book, you can learn with your uplines, but I'm gonna tell you a few things about 6 steps. First of all, the attitude on closing, it's much more important than the words you're gonna say. Of course, the words are important. Of course, the things you're gonna tell, it's such amazing impact on your prospect, but your attitude that you're giving to him a gift, you're giving to him a really hoping of having a better life, to put their kids in a better school, to have a better relationship with their friends, with their families, because the personal development skills that we develop here, it's such amazing. So your attitude, it must be that you are given a gift for someone. When you realize that, it's so good, it's so amazing that you're gonna start to look differently when you're a prospect. Just, I don't know if you're doing coffee, one-on-one, showing the plan, or if you're doing Zoom meetings, Skype meetings, I don't care about this. But the most important is your attitude. When you just invite someone, and then you come to the business presentation, and then you go to the closing step, it's very important in the end to ask them, hey, what do you like the most? What do you like the most? It's an open question that you're gonna mix your prospect to imagine what the things they like the most, and then he's gonna tell you, hey, in a scale 1 to 10, how do you think that this business fit with you? How do you think this business it's for you? One in a scale 1 to 10, and then you're gonna wait the answer. And then the third question is, okay, let me ask you one thing. Of course, you know there's a lot of side effects, positive side effects about this business. We all know this, but how much money would worth your time to put your effort, to put your time here that really you wanna achieve? And then your prospect is gonna say, hey, I want $5,000, I want $10,000. I don't know what's the number, but the number right now doesn't matter. The important is you realize that this is what he thinks he's gonna achieve, and most of the time in a small amount of time, okay? And then you're gonna ask him for a question. Okay, so how long do you want to put your time and your effort to achieve $5,000, for example? And then he's gonna ask, and he's gonna answer you, okay, I'm gonna put 6 months, I'm gonna put 1 week. Okay, it's how many hours in a weekly basis are you gonna put to achieve this $5,000? And then he's gonna answer you, 1 hour, 2 hours per day, 10, 20 hours per week. This is right now, truly, it's a very important step to know the number, how many hours he's gonna put, and then you have to put his feet on the floor. Because imagine, someone, you present the business, you present the plan, you show him the career plan, how to grow in Jeunesse, how to go to Sapphire Elite, to Ruby, to Emerald, to Diamond, and he see all these great numbers that truly change their life. And you know what most of people say, hey, I want to earn $50,000 in 6 months, working 1 hour a week. Hey, you have to put their feet on the ground and realize this is not an achievable goal. And then you say, okay, let me ask you something. How many years are you studying on your profession? How many hours do you put on your profession? And excuse me, how much money do you make? And then you put the feet on the ground, and then they realize this is a real business. You're doing a real chat, and you want to help them to achieve their goals. And then you ask the sixth question. If I help you to achieve this amount of money that you said, $5,000, $10,000, if he said 6 months working 1 hour a week, of course you know that's not possible. And then you put the expectations correctly. If I help you to really put a little bit more hours in this business and for a little bit longer, would you willing to start this business right now? Let's work together. And this is positive attitude. It's so important, okay? Says for you, hey, I don't know, I have to think about it. You have to master the objections. The great leader, it's not, I'm telling you right now, one of the best practices on closing. But the great leader is those that keep the conversation going. Okay, I need to talk to my wife. Fantastic. Book another meeting. Bam! Like Caio Carneiro told in the last event, my upline. Bam! Book another meeting. Always keep the conversation going. This is so much important. And another thing for you, just to finish in this closing skills, be prepared. Ask for the sale. Ask for the guy, hey, let's work this business together. I'm truly committed to do this business 2021, my best year of my life. Do you want to join me? Do you want to do and change your life? Of course, before you ask a few questions of him, you ask about their family, about their pains, about their dreams, about their hopes, about their jogging, what they like to do, why they're not working, and you're going to find what's going to motivate him. But this is not just about to create a growth, a massive growth on your team. You have to develop leaders on your team that are closing. So leaders are closers. Of course, leaders are closers. But leaders are more than this. Leaders are trainers. Leaders are those that really gives for people the daily action. Of course, is the best teacher, is the best professor, but it's very important for you to give your team a good environment of closing. I'm gonna tell you a little bit further from now, but daily action is the best teacher for your team. Some of people on my team always ask me, hey Bruno, how can I close more? It's easy. Just do more presentations. Just talk with more people. Just put more people in front of you. I don't know if it's gonna be by Zoom or by coffee. I don't know if it's a home meeting. Some places people are already going to home meetings. In Brazil, we still are doing a lot of with Zoom calls, but the best way for rise the rates of closing your team is putting more people in front of your team. And how are you gonna do? Weekly training for your team in the skills. Eric Worre told us last day, in a Saturday, you have to be like a machine to give the tools, to give the motivation, to give the energy for your team, okay? And of course, one of the best practices to teach your team to close more prospects into business or using our products is using three-way calls. Not just because us, like people that are a little bit more expert in closing prospects, gonna help to close your prospects, but for you to learn. Because one of the best ways to learn, people, one of the best ways to learn, guys, is to watch those who already achieved the results that you want and watch them doing live. This is one of the best ways to learn. Hey, ask for upline. Hey, can I participate in a close call with you? Of course, when people from my team ask me for this, I say, of course, I really want for you to ask me, but I'm gonna do it with your own prospect. Because remember, daily activities is the best professor. The best professor is the best teacher, okay? And then it's another thing is, let's see my slide. Okay. And how to increase your closing rates on your team. As I told you, provide the best environment. Like you have to have a system, like Eric Worre told us, a system to engage people, to find more customers. Here in Brazil, we do a blitz call. We put distributor together in I used to do on Wednesdays, 5 p.m. People go there. We do a sales training, how to engage with prospects, how to engage with customers. And then just send a message. Here in Brazil, we use a lot of WhatsApp, text messages. And we're exploding our sales. Just doing and give for our team the best environment and the best tools. And while people are selling through WhatsApp, while people selling by texting, people are putting their numbers. Hey, I sold an Aura. Hey, I sold a Luminous Body. Hey, I sold you a Zen line. It's amazing. And then we measure. We put like a rank, the top seller, the top one that's closing more sales. Hey, what are you doing? What are you talking? What you're texting to have more closing? And people are sharing the best environment to close more. Because if you're leading just by yourself, sometimes you procrastinate. But if you are in an environment that you shows your number, that you shows for people that, hey, look this, look what happened, it's a blitz call. You can use blitz call for selling products. Here in Brazil, the direct selling, it's pumping. We sell a lot of direct selling, person to person, hand to hand, okay? And you can do blitz call for recruiting. You can make a measurement about, hey, how many people do you recruit? How many people do you invite? How many people said yes to go to the next event, okay? And then teach your team how to do the basic skills, how to do a list, how to do an invitation. And one of the best skills for closing, Write this down, please. Stop everything what you're doing right now. The best skills for the closing is tell your story. Remember this, I learned with our top one leader in Jeunesse. I literally watched all her videos in YouTube, King Hui. And she told me, and this is like bam in my head, facts tell, stories sell. Remember this, guys, facts tell, stories sell. If you teach your team how to tell their stories, remember how you say your stories. Who are you? What's your background? What's your profession? What do you do for a living? People connect with people before they connect with the company, okay? Second, what happened to your life that really makes you upset or makes you feel pain about your life? I don't know if it's lack of time, lack of money, lack of friends, lack of personal development, lack of perspective, lack of growth. I don't know what was missing in your life, but you have to share this. Open your heart to your pain and teach your people to do the same thing. Third, tell how Jeunesse how do you discover Jeunesse, and how do you think that Jeunesse can close this gap? How Jeunesse can, I don't know if I can say cure this problem, but for me, cure. I didn't have time. I wanted to be freedom. I'm doing this meeting right now in my beach home here in Ubatuba, São Paulo, with shorts like this. Woo! And this is what I wanted, guys. I wanted to live the life of my dream. I wanted to live and work whenever I want, if I want, with the person I want. And a lot of people want this, but how they gonna know if you tell your story and you teach your people to tell their stories, okay? And encourage people just right after the Zoom calls, the coffee shops, 101, 201, when all this pandemic stuff over, encourage them to do the three-way calls. When I started this business 8 years ago, I worked with the company that Jeunesse bought in 2015. I didn't have any results early Jeunesse. I was just an amateur. I was just a guy who has just medium results, average results, because I just did whatever everybody was doing. And then I participate in a training in the United States. One of my mentors here, I have two great mentors that are not my uplines, Steve Merton, Calvin Becerra. They was talking about three-way calls. I didn't know was that, because here in Brazil, we didn't have three-way lines to call. Now with WhatsApp, we can do with video. And I keep thinking that, and then when WhatsApp came to our business, or FaceTime, I don't know how you say, we start to do three-way calls. What is a three-way call? It's when you're in front of your prospect, otherwise if it's a Zoom or if it's a coffee shop, one-on-one, and you call to your upline, just like this, and your upline is gonna edify you, and you gonna edify your upline. And remember this, when John talks good about John, it's much better when John itself talks good about himself. So when someone edifies you, your prospect gonna say, hey, this guy that's showing me the plans is very good. Imagine if you have the cell phone of your diamond or of your director, and you just edify him before you call him. And then the top guy edify you in front of your prospect. This is such amazing. Guys, you have to put in your business three-way calls, four-way calls, doesn't matter. It can be your upline, it can be your crossline, that your friends, maybe you're showing the plan for your lawyer, and you have a friend in maybe a sideline organization that you're very close to. You can call to him, because facts tell, stories sell. That's the power of a testimonial. That's the power of a story. Okay? That's good. That's going to increase your closing rates. Raise your hand in your home and say, I'm going to be a great closer. And then I'm going to teach my team to close more. That's good, guys. And just to finish, I was listening about our great host. He's an amazing guy. Hey, man, you're doing such a great job up there, bro. You're amazing. I'm going to hire you to do our events here in Brazil, Sean. You have to learn Portuguese, bro. You're very good. And he was telling us, it's one of the best skills. Remember this, guys. Look this about. If you're not closing, someone's closing you. Remember that, guys. If you're not closing prospects, your prospects are closing you with their excuses. They're saying, I don't have money, I don't have time, I don't have this, blah, 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 blah. And you have to be a master to leader and master these objections. If someone tell you, I don't have time, I understand. I know a lot of people that didn't have time. I won't give you a lesson about objections. We have a lot of trainings and people who are gonna teach you, but you can't buy excuses. You have to sell your vision. You have to sell your energy. You have to sell that Jeunesse is the best company in the world, that our products, it's amazing, gonna change their lives. And you are showing there this new amazing path in 2021. Imagine how many people are desperate in the worldwide with this pandemic stuff, how many employees are broken, how many business broken, that broke. And you have to bring people's hope. So don't be a closing guy, be a closer, okay? Don't let other people close with their excuses. Be you a very closer and become a closer, become a trainer, and go Diamond! Yee! Let's go Diamond, guys! It's amazing to be with you guys. Love you all. Thank you for the opportunity. God bless you all. See you in the next event. Yee!
Bruno.